I wish the incredible engineers at SpaceX could literally take a break once in a while, but unfortunately that is not an option. Star B has been coming along pretty quick. SpaceX engineers were testing the chopsticks of this new tower, and I gotta say it was incredible to watch. Glimmer Space has something incredible to tell you about their new rocket called the Eris. Rocket Lab also took to the skies with their 60th mission. How well did it go? How far is NASA also going into development with the SLS rocket? This and many more to be shared on today's episode on Space Expense.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, kindly do so. Like the video and share to friends so that you do not miss any of our updates. I drop 2 new videos each week, and trust me, they are all bangers and you do not want to miss any of it. Let's dive right into it, shall we? SpaceX engineers wasted no time at all and went back to work after IFT-7. Before SpaceX can think about IFT-8, they need to make sure that the launch tower and the launch mount are all in good conditions before they can even think about this. It takes a lot of incredible work to see Starship get off the pad. The tower arms of Part B has been going through significant testing. SpaceX needs this because if they will be catching the boosters, there has to be no wobbling of the chopsticks, else it can cause, even the slightest wobble can misalign with the catch pins, and then boom, we will have a catastrophic event of the booster and the launch mount and the tower, and we do not want that. So testing of the chopsticks is very important if SpaceX wants Part B to be a game changer. Now, the hot staging ring of IFT-8 was seen leaving the Star Factory and headed straight into Mega Bay 1 for stacking. It goes in there and goes back to the Star Factory, gets back, goes in there, it's a whole lot, but they need it to be perfect. It has to be in its perfection phase for it to be able to be considered as a valid, flight hardware. A lot has to go into it. So let's all be patient, because if we want IFT-8 to be a success, it takes a lot of hard work. Let's fly from the build site to the launch site. A huge water tank for Part B was seen arriving at the launch site for fixing. SpaceX engineers are wasting no time at all trying to get this infrastructure ready. The near future is in any way not in the right condition for a flight. Part B can step in and take the spotlight. Yes. We also spotted this tiny little minivan sitting side of the Star Factory. Now, what could be in this van? I am sure it was the flight termination system. This is what is used to blow the ship and the booster if they try to go, of course. We do not want, the Starship coming and landing on someone's head. That would be catastrophic. So in case of any anomaly, in case the rocket is going off its trajectory, SpaceX engineers could use this flight termination system to depressurize the tanks of the vehicles and literally blow it into 1,000 pieces. These explosives will be sent to the launch site, days before, or a day before the flight to be installed, and then we are good to go. Glimmer Space from Australia has also announced their maiden flight of the Eris rocket. This rocket, I think it is incredible. See Australia design and build a rocket and ready to launch. This is absolutely incredible. The evolution of humanity won't be on Earth, but it will be in space. Industries and other opportunities will be opening up in space. So if your country is not improving or is not doing anything, concerning the space race, they are going to be left behind. Rocket Lab also took to the skies with their 60th launch attempt. I mentioned this on my previous episode, and it went as flawless as we can think. Rocket Lab is doing an incredible job at New Zealand, and I think these guys deserve a round of applause. They are incredible. What they are doing with Neutron is one of the most, remarkable, rocket launcher companies that I have seen so far. Now we shift to NASA. Exploration ground teams with NASA are also done stacking the two solid rocket boosters of the SLS rocket is also complete. Now what is left is the core stage and the Orion capsule, and SLS is ready to undergo its test campaign. I think NASA is also doing an incredible job and they are moving very fast, although I do not think that NASA really needs the SLS rocket. It is completely over budget and overpriced, and I think they could completely scrap this relic of an old deleted timeline and build something new, or contract private companies to launch Orion capsule. I think SpaceX and other launch providers could literally launch Orion capsule at an incredible lower price that NASA can turn its attention to exploring the cosmos and the stars. SLS is way overpriced and deserves to be cancelled. I'm not into politics, but I think Elon and Trump should take a look at NASA and bring their chainsaw and start slicing some of the things that NASA has been doing there. I think we will find out soon. Dodge is crazy. This is Jeremy Hansen from the Canadian Space Agency, and he has something to tell you about the NASA's SLS rocket.
I'm standing here in front of the core stage of the Artemis 2 vehicle that is going to take my crewmates and I around the moon in April of 2026, which is pretty cool. I'm in the vehicle assembly building here at the Kennedy Space Center. It's been quite a day. This core stage was in here last time I visited, but it was horizontal. Now it's been lifted into this new framework behind me so they can finish the integration on the vehicle before it goes over and gets stacked on the mobile launcher. So behind you in the camera is where the solid rocket boosters are being stacked right now. First two are already on there. They're stacking the segments as we go along. This morning I was over in the building where they're putting Orion together. So they're closing up panels. They finished some of the work on the batteries. They finished the testing in the vacuum chamber, and they're moving forward on all that. So it's pretty electric here, starting to see this vehicle come to fruition, to see the hardware coming together, meeting in this historic building where the Saturn V's were built to go to the moon, and to think about what we'll be climbing aboard in a little over a year to leave planet Earth, head out to the moon, and share some extraordinary perspectives with humanity as we view our planet from the perspective of the moon. So just wanted to share some of my excitement being here today and seeing this.
Thank you for staying with us and watching this video till the end. If you enjoyed it, kindly click the subscribe button, turn on your notifications so that you do not miss any of my updates. I drop 2 new videos each week, and trust me, you do not want to miss any of them. This video right here, it was my previous video and it was a banger. You do not want to miss it. Thank you for staying with us, and I will talk to all of you in our next video. Thank you for staying with us.